Hi, everybody. Today, I'm really excited. I'm going to talk about our next big project, which we've been doing the logo apps. So now, what we're going to do is you're going to create your own app for yourself, or sorry, not app, but uh, design. So this right here, if you look, is some examples of some logo designs, personal brands of athletes. So we have Billie Jean King, Mia Hamm, Venus Williams, Serena Williams, Simone Biles, Derrick Rose, RG3, Bryce Harper, Kyrie Irving, Serena Williams, Dikembe Mutombo, Tiger Woods, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, Messi, Lionel Messi, LeBron James, who's that? Russell Wilson, JJ Watt, um, AM. I forget who AM is. Sorry. Tom Brady, TB12, Kobe Bryant, and then also Chris Paul. And what's the other example I got over here in the corner? If I can move this thing, I can show you. It is. Oh, oh, why? Oh, hey. Um, it is somebody. Looks like Roger Federer. So that one's Roger Federer. It's right underneath here, the RF. So you'll notice that a lot of these start with initials. So you're going to create your own design, your own brand design for you. So the way we're going to start this is you're going to start by creating, of course, a Google drawing. So you'll go to your Google Drive. You will start by clicking New and going down to More, Google Drawings. And once you're in here, you'll want to name this your name and personal logo. So I'm going to put Neville personal logo, or just your name and then logo. But now let's do that. Your name, logo, and then your bell. So I'll just before here because that's one of my planning bells. And no need to change the size of it because we can change the size of our logo as we go. Now I'm going to show you guys some logos that I have created. These are some logos, and you'll notice that there are different variations of the logo. You may do different variations, but when you want to boil your logo down to one simple design that can be made smaller or bigger. You want to make sure that it can be shown in black and white or grayscale. Maybe it has a specific color that it usually does, like the Target logo, for example, is always red. But when they Xerox it, it's black and white. So sometimes you'll need the words, sometimes, but you want it to be recognizable without the words, like the M for McDonald's example. So what you're going to do is you'll start with word art. So insert word art, and you'll start with just inserting your initials. So I'm going to do a J. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make that all black and transparent on the edge. And then I'm just going to copy and paste that. And then I'm going to make that an N. So for you, it'd be your initials. So if your name was Jiminy Cricket, it'd be JC. If your name was whatever. So now these are the same size. Now what I can do is I can mess with first thing I might want to do is find a font that I like. So I'm going to hold down Shift, click both of them, and then I'm going to look through some fonts. So if I find a font that I like, maybe I want it real bold. Maybe I want mine up and down. Let's try this Playfair Black. So let's say I like these right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mess with putting them together. So I'm going to see if I can make it. I might mess with a little bit of the negative space. I might make some parts bigger. Maybe I have the J and the N kind of together like this. I can also draw in some things if I want. Maybe we'll have this a little bit fatter. Maybe just fat enough to cover it. So maybe that's my whole logo right there. But then maybe I do something else with it. Maybe I want to make it look like there's a there's a pencil on top of the JN or something. So maybe I draw a little pencil here. So you can use a lot of the tools that we've talked about in the past. Right now, I'm just using some of these little shape tools. I'm just going to use this one right here. Curve it. So right now I'm just kind of messing around with it. Let's see. This needs to come up just a slight. I'm kind of getting picky with it, but as you go, you should get kind of picky and look at the details. You know, a lot of people rush through things, and then they don't they miss things. It would look better if they did certain things. So here I'm just gonna put a little eraser in there. So this tells you James Neville. It tells you James Neville, and it tells you that I draw, right? So you got the J, you got the N, and you got a drawing. You could also use some of your tools as far as the polyline or the scribble tool. If you want to bring in an image, you can't use the image for your logo, but what you could do is, let's say I wanted a, I don't know, let's say I wanted a piece of paper lined. Okay, and I might want to say like word or art or line art, to find some line art, some art with lines. So maybe I find something like this that I want to recreate to put into my picture. So I could take this right here. I could insert it if I can. Let me move that out of there. So I could insert this. Now, when I insert this, it obviously doesn't go with that yet, but I could just draw on top of this. So I could just go right here. Okay, maybe I make it a little different. Let's see. I'm going to go line, polyline, and I'm just gonna recreate this edge here. So I'm just clicking as I'm going, and you can do this with just about any type of drawing. Just like if you did one of the Google mosaics, you could do something like this. You could do, like, if you're an artist, you could do art supplies, or if you're a sports person, you could do a ball. You know, you could draw around the ball to get it perfect. You know, sometimes people are like, "Oh, I can't draw it because it's not perfect." Well, you could draw it over top like this. Then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to make my border a little thicker. Let's make it about 4 points, and I'm going to make my background white. And now I'm just going to send this to the back so I can add some of these lines. Okay, and now I'm going to add some of these lines. I'm going to use the curve tool for this one because I want the lines kind of curved. So I'm going to use the curve tool. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use the scribble tool. Let's use the scribble tool. But I could use the curve tool if I wanted to make a certain type of thing. And I'm just going to put some lines in there. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Z. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a drawing in there. So I'm just going to put my initials. I'm just going to do that. So you can do something similar. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. You know, don't. It should be geared to your personality, your personal self. So I could take this, make it smaller. It could be part of my design. If I don't like it, I can always get rid of it. Okay, so there we go. There's just a little bit of, you know, maybe I even want to put some just a couple little repeating things. We talked about the elements and principles of art, right? So like I could put some a pattern in here that would make it a little bit more interesting, you know. Um, you're probably looking at this saying, Mr. Neville, there are that's just swirls, man. Like, what are you doing? Well, here's the thing. It could be hearts. It could be, whatever. I kind of like this swirls. So I'm going to do these little swirls here. And let's just put one more right in here. And then I'm just going to select them. So I'm going to grab my select tool. Just going to select all this stuff and then deselect the J and the N. And then I'm just going to make all of these at 8 points. Yeah, so maybe that's my logo. You keep messing with it. This is worth 50 points. So there are 10 points for everything. There's 10 points for agency, 10 points for knowledge and communication, 10 points for writing. There is a writing portion of this that's on the assignment. And then also 10 points for oral communication. Because before you submit this for your final design, I want you to get with me and talk about it with me. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I will see you next time. And if you got any questions, please let me know and I can help you get started.